Mr. Joyner, pressure's building. Something's down there. Something big.
Congratulations, Dad. Thank you, Doc. You helped me make this happen. Standard Oil said nothing was here. Gulf said nothing was here. Every geologist at this shit said nothing was here. You were right.
Joyner, it really happened. What do we do now?
Not yet. It's not an oil well yet.
Black Gold Rush. Dad Joyner strikes oil in Texas.
Extra! 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 Black Gold Rush! Extra! Run the Black Rush!
Truck it, Texas, let's go. Move before it's gone. Black Gold Rush. Dad Joyner strikes oil in Texas. Oil! Let's go. Oil rush in Texas.
It's your brother. We have to go now.
What?
Don't you trespass on my land, you son of a bitch. This is my territory. What, you bastard? You're the one who crossed my property line. Shut up. You crossed onto my land first. The hell I did. You're a damn liar. Where the hell are you from? I'm Jason, the Stone Fist from Oklahoma. Now, where the hell are you from? I'm Murphy, the Steel Hammer from Pennsylvania. You're dead today.
You son of a bitch.
I tell you, this whole thing is a mess. You're damn right it is. Pat, hold on. Shut up a minute.
This is Texas. It's Margaret. Crude oil prices today up to 13 cents per barrel. Trading remains extremely weak across East Texas.
Hey, Murphy. How bad is it? A barrel of oil, 10 cents. A bowl of chili, 15. A barrel of oil can't even pay for a bowl of chili anymore.
Murphy, then stop pumping.
And let other guys take it instead? At least I get 10 cents. If I stop, I get nothing. So we all keep pumping.
Yeah, Jason, we all keep pumping until we die.
Is theft! Let us work! We won't back down! 1,644 wells, every one of them. Today, yours, your neighbors, shut them now! All drilling operations are hereby suspended, effective immediately.
Governor, martial law over a civilian industry, this has never been done. These are voters.
I was one of them. I know exactly who they are. But they can't stop each other. Nobody will go first, so I'll go first.
The courts will call it unconstitutional.
Then let them argue in court. While they file injunctions, the field is destroying itself.
What do I tell the men?
Tell them they're not criminals. They just couldn't stop when they should have.
No! You're gonna pay for our losses? You shut these wells down, nobody makes a dime! So you can fuck off!
That's what you wanted, isn't it? Nobody pumping while you stop. Hello, Dad Joyner.
Thank you, Joyner. Joyner, I know exactly what you've done. You sold the same oil leases over and over again.
And if no oil was found, what then? You were planning to disappear, weren't you? The investors want your blood.
Sign this paper and I'll take every lawsuit off your hands. In return, you hand over every lease and quietly disappear.
You're the real predator. I borrowed the money and took all the risks to drill that field. Only after your scouts confirmed there was oil did you come running. You think I don't know you're trying to turn this deal into the greatest coup of your life?
Coup? You cheated your investors. You made this possible. So tell me, what exactly did I do wrong? Dad Joyner?
Yeah, I committed my sins too. But because of men like you.
Witness William Parrish, take the stand.
The proposal for voluntary production cuts was rejected. Each producer chose to maintain production. As a result, production continued to increase. We discovered the greatest oil field in history, and we nearly destroyed it. No one in the industry today has sense enough or knows enough to be self-regulating.
We have a problem. A very human problem. A very embarrassing problem. We are terrible at knowing when to stop. You've all experienced this. One slice of pizza. Amazing. A whole pizza regret. One episode. Just one more. 9 episodes. What year is it? First coffee, you are a god among humans. 5th coffee. You are a vibrating bundle of anxiety. This is not a willpower problem. This is not your problem. This is a fundamental law of how value works in the universe, and it has a name. Economists call this marginal utility, the value you feel when you gain 1 additional unit. Marginal means 1 more. Utility means how much you actually want it. First slide, incredible. Second, still great. Third, good. Fourth, you're eating, but you don't know why. Fifth, you are making a decision you will regret tomorrow. Value keeps falling every time. With each additional unit, this is not about pizza. This is about everything. But pizza is the easiest way to understand it. Alfred Marshall, Cambridge economist, 1890. The man who systematically organized this concept.
Oh, eco. Hello. The marginal utility of a thing to anyone diminishes with every increase in the amount of it he already has.
as the quantity you already possess increases. In other words, the more you have, the less the next unit is worth, generally speaking. Especially past a certain point, the decline becomes more obvious.
In more precise terms, the utility of his marginal purchase may be called the marginal utility of the thing to him.
One more unit. That is the key idea. It is not about how much you have in total. It is about what you gain from the next one. That is the marginal. The one at the very end.
Echo. To a man dying of thirst in the desert, the first glass of water is worth more than a diamond. The 100th glass is an annoyance. It is the same water, but a different margin.
So it is not about what the thing is, but about the condition in which you receive it.
Precisely.
Now let us widen the lens. This law does not apply only to pizza or exercise. It applies to everything you produce, especially when other conditions remain the same. The same space, the same equipment, the same time. If you keep adding more labor or resources, the additional output increases less and less. This is the law of diminishing returns, the older, uglier cousin of marginal utility. The same pattern appears in production. In consumption, additional satisfaction decreases. In production, additional output increases less and less. Studying for exams. First hour, everything is absorbed. 8th hour, you're just staring at words. Words that have lost meaning. Is economics even a real word? I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. I've been sitting too long. Gym workouts. First set, you're building muscle. Your body is not impressed. Your body is filing a complaint. Hiring employees. First 10 productivity explodes. Next 100 coordination costs rise. Communication collapses. And someone is now getting paid full-time to schedule meetings about meetings. And those meetings create more meetings in many activities in your life. At some point, each additional unit stops giving you the same level of satisfaction or results. The key is not doing more. The key is noticing the change. Marginal utility tells you how much the next unit is worth. Diminishing returns tells you when additional effort starts producing less and less. Together, they answer the most important question in economics and in life. Most people ask this question far too late. When should you stop? Pizza will tell you. Your body is not impressed. The question is, are you listening? More is not always better. Better is better. Knowing the difference, that is the whole game. Today, we learned 2 important ideas. Marginal utility tells you how valuable the next one is. The law of diminishing returns tells you when additional effort starts producing smaller and smaller gains. Now that you know this, starting today, try doing 3 things differently. First, ask about this single value first. First, before you do one more of anything, don't look at the average. Instead, ask yourself about this single value first. When you're already full at a buffet, but grab one more plate thinking, I need to get my money's worth, what you are calculating is the average satisfaction of the food you've already eaten. But what you really need to ask is, how much value does this specific plate hold for me right now, most of the time? That extra plate won't give you as much additional satisfaction as you think. Second, whether it's studying or working out, doubt the idea that more is always better. Someone who studies with deep focus for 4 hours and takes short breaks will retain much more than someone who sits at a desk for 12 hours, blankly staring at the same words. Third, before you hire more people, spend more on advertising, or double down on a single investment. First, check this. Is the next unit we add bringing in the same returns as the previous one? When you hire your first 10 employees, the company grows exponentially. But if you expect that same outcome when hiring the next 100, you'll only realize later that you've been paying salaries to people who just schedule. Meetings about meetings. Marginal utility and diminishing returns are not just graphs in a textbook. They are impulses that already exist within the human mind. It was good, so just one more. Learning how to question this impulse. That is the single most important takeaway from today's video. If you found today's video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Next time, we'll be exploring marginal cost and marginal revenue together. Until then, bye.